I am beyond happy to be done with that bullshit.
Come on.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Tanya, back at it again with yet another video. I know everybody's gonna be like, where the hell have you been? It's been a really long time since I've uploaded a video. I'm just wearing my stethoscope because, you know, I just graduated nursing school. Oh, yes! Your girl is done with nursing school. It is so surreal. I'm so happy. I am beyond happy to be done with that bullshit. So I just thought I'd wear my my little stethoscope to be looking all cute, feeling like a little nurse over here. Well, anyways, yes, it's been a minute. I'm so sorry I haven't uploaded. I've been super busy with school, but now since I'm post-grad, I'm gonna have a lot more time on my hands, and I plan on uploading more videos for you guys, especially for the people going to Nightingale, because I realize a lot of my subscribers go to Nightingale College, the same college that I went to, and you guys have a ton of questions. I'm gonna make sure to answer all of your questions and create more content for you guys. So in today's video, I am doing my last and final Nightingale College review, because I believe I have 1 or 2 reviews. I think it's 2 that I have done. I actually think I did one in the beginning, and then I did one like after I hit my 2-year mark, because I was so excited to be in school for 2 years, and I did a review then. But now, since I am completely done with school, I can give you guys like a real final review of everything, like of the whole 2.5 years that I was there. I can't believe I was in that school for 2.5 years. That is so crazy to me. You know what? I think I'm gonna take this off. I had my cute moment. The cute moment is over. So yeah, I was in school. I was at Nightingale College for 2.5 years. I got my bachelor's in science of nursing. I just finished, and I have a lot to say. And your girl is going to spill the tea. I'm gonna spill the tea. I'm gonna be 110% honest. I am not affiliated with the school anymore. I'm being completely honest because I want to be transparent. I know when I first started this school, I was very skeptical because the school has, well, I don't know about now, but when I started, they had quite a few bad reviews. And I don't know, I was really scared to start this program because I was like, is this legit? Am I really gonna get a nursing degree online? How does this work? Because Nightingale College is so different. It's so unique. It's not like traditional colleges. It's definitely a non-traditional nursing school made for non-traditional students. Non-traditional means like maybe you're going back to school later in life, maybe you have kids, maybe you work full-time, you're not like able to attend class 5 days a week. That's what non-traditional means, and that's what this school is mainly known for. I would say the majority of the people in the program worked. I don't know about full-time. I'm the only crazy one that worked full-time. I actually had 2 jobs. At some point, I had 3 jobs during that program. So I'm telling you, it is possible. Like, I am like testimony that it is possible to get through nursing school with kids, working full-time, working 2 jobs. Girl, I even worked 3 jobs. Girl, I even planned a whole ass quinceañera. The last semester of school, I planned the quinceañera. I was doing preceptorship. I was doing 2 jobs. I'm not gonna say it's the healthiest thing to do because I was sleep deprived all the time, but what I'm trying to say is that it's possible. Anything is possible. Like, I tell everybody, if I can do this, anybody can do this. Like, I'm not trying to downplay myself, but like, I'm not the smartest crayon in the box, you know? Like, it took me some time to get the hang of things, but I was able to do it. So all you need is, like I said, determination and put in the work. That's it. You just gotta be determined and put in the work. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. So let's talk about the school, y'all, because I know everybody has questions. So I started January of 2020, so that was 2.5 years ago. And when I took the entrance exam, I was so scared for the entrance exam. If you're gonna take the entrance exam and you're nervous about it, just don't be nervous. It's actually really freaking easy. Like, it's super easy. I took the TEAS exam for another school. I'm sure you guys, if you guys are pursuing nursing, I know you probably know what the TEAS exam is, and I took that. The TEAS exam is harder. This entrance exam is pretty easy. Like, Well, I don't want to say easy because what could be easy for me could be hard for someone else or vice versa. So don't stress about the entrance exam. When I started, it was fairly easy to get in because the BSN program was new. It's been 2.5 years, so it's not technically new anymore. And a lot more people are hearing about this program, so a lot more people are applying. I don't know if there's a waiting list or none of that. To be honest, I don't want to say that there's not because I'm not sure how it is now. But when I started 2 years ago, there was no waiting list. I just applied, I took the entrance exam, I got in, and I basically started classes. It was actually very, very easy to get into this program. I already had my prereqs done, so I basically started the nursing courses right away. So here's a tip. A lot of people ask me, like, should they get started? They haven't had any prereqs. You can do whatever you want, but personally me, I would get my prereqs done out the way at a community college just because it's going to be so much cheaper for you and so much easier. And nowadays community colleges do have online classes for the most part, except for like the lab portions. But you could get your prereqs done online at a community college for probably like half of the price that you're going to pay at Nightingale College, because Nightingale College is a private college. So we know that private colleges, for the most part, are more expensive. From what I've seen, everybody has had a different price tag, because I think it depends on, number one, how many credits you're bringing in, number two, your financial situation, like if you're considered low income, if you're getting Pell Grants. Some people served in the military, so they get some sort of like assistance from the military. So it really just depends on your personal situation. So when people ask me how much I paid for my degree, which I don't mind telling you guys, I'm an open book, I'll tell you whatever you want. I paid $64,000 for my bachelor's degree. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even mad at it. Like, I know a lot of people might think like, oh my God, 64,000, that's a lot. Some people might think, oh my God, that's not that bad. I personally don't think it's that bad, just because when I looked at other private colleges, they were talking about 90K. What the hell? 90K? Hell no. Like, I'm not getting a medical degree, so why am I paying this much? So no, I think I'm okay with what it was. But like I said, I brought in prereqs. I had all my prereqs done from a community college, so that made my cost a lot lower. For someone that comes in and has no prereqs and is starting from scratch with them, obviously it's going to be a lot higher. I know some people that paid 70K, 80K, so it just really depends on your specific situation. So I can't tell you like an exact number. I would recommend for you to call the school yourself and get a quote from them. They're probably going to ask you for transcripts if you have transcripts, and then they'll generate a quote for you. And I think you can do all of this without committing to the school. I'm pretty sure the school will be able to quote you and give you information without you having to commit. So if you're interested, I would definitely give them a call, set up an appointment, whoop-de-whoop. Don't ever feel like you have to commit to anything, because this is a huge decision. Like, it is a huge decision. It's a life-changing decision. So make sure that you do all of your research. Don't just watch this video and be like, oh my God, Tanya said to go apply to Nightingale College. Nah, this is just a review. Make sure you do your own research, girlfriend. Okay, where did I leave off? I'm rambling. I'm sorry if I'm rambling. I haven't made a YouTube video in forever, so I'm not even organized, to be honest. So yeah, I started in 2020. I got in, I did my nursing courses. Not gonna lie, in the beginning it was very hard because the way that the school is structured is so different from anything else. Like, I have gone to like I've gone to community college, I've gone to a state college, and this college is completely different than what I have experienced in the past. And the reason why I say that is because it's all online. So they basically like give you the work. Let's say, for instance, Monday morning hits, right? It's the first day of school. Monday morning, you have, let's say, 4 classes. All of these 4 classes are going to give you a ton of assignments. I'm not gonna lie, they give you a lot of assignments. They're gonna give you reading assignments, and then you're gonna have these things called webinars, which is kind of like Zoom meetings. You have like, let's say, 3 options, like webinars on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and you get to choose which one works for you, which is kind of nice, because some schools are like, okay, classes on Tuesday, and if you work, oh well, too bad, so sad. This school actually does give you options on when to attend webinars, which is nice, because if you work on a Monday, you could always go on a Wednesday. So it is pretty flexible. And another thing is that I wanted to mention, in my last review, I don't know which one it was, but in my previous review, I had said that there was no lectures. And a lot of people were like, oh my God, there's no lectures. When I started, they did not have webinars. There was no lecture, nothing. It was just you and your assignments and your book, and that's it. Now they actually have webinars, which aren't considered like lectures, but they kind of are lectures because they have a PowerPoint for you, and the professor will go through the PowerPoint and you can ask questions, you know, you can bring up your concerns and you could talk to your classmates. So to me, that feels like a freaking lecture. So, and it's an hour long. So I think that it's great that they added these webinars, and they're mandatory. But if you can't attend the live webinar, you can watch it later and then create a discussion post for your credits. So I think that's great. Even though I freaking hated the webinars, I think it's good that now that they have something like a lecture that you can, like, you feel like you're attending school. Because when I first started, it almost felt like I wasn't in school because I was so used to going to the classroom. But yeah, so they added the lectures. I feel like the school is trying to improve from when I started. I have seen improvements in the school. I know that there's a lot of things that people are still complaining about. Me personally, I never had an issue with the school. I'm not gonna lie. I know people that talk a lot of crap and they always have a problem and they always have an issue and blah, 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 whoop-de-whoop. But me personally, I'm gonna be completely honest, I never really had an issue with the school. Like, they never really screwed me over. Oh, except for one time. They did screw me over. There was one time where I had an A in the class, but I failed to submit one assignment, and they completely failed me, and I had to retake that class. Because back then they had a rule where you had to complete all of the assignments, and if all the assignments were completed, then you got an F, even though you really had an A. So they screwed me over right there, and I had to retake that class. And tell me why the next semester that came up, they completely just got rid of that rule. They said, oh, now you only need to complete 13 out of 15 assignments and then you're good to go. So yeah, that was the only time I was pissed at the school, because I was like, wait a second, you failed me, postponed my graduation date over one assignment, and then you're gonna switch it up and change the rules. Like, it was really annoying. That was the only time that I was pissed. But besides that, out of the whole 2.5 years, besides that little issue that I had with them, I mean, besides them like delaying my graduation, I was pretty satisfied. I was pretty satisfied because I was able to do the assignments on my time, and I'm a very busy woman. I'm a single mom. I work like 1,010,000 jobs, and I was able to do my work like whenever I wanted. So I was able to do my work at 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. I'm telling you, I'm not even kidding to you. I have been up for like days, like working and doing schoolwork. But my situation is different. Like I said, I'm a single parent. I do a lot. I know a lot of my classmates like are married and they stay at home and they're able to do all the work. Everybody's situation is different. Mine is like extreme. My situation is extreme where I had like, I'm not gonna say I had no help, but it was basically me against the world. So like I said, if I was able to do it in my situation, I'm telling you, you could do it. It's very, very possible. What else do I have to say about the school? So now that I'm done with their program, I noticed that they have upgraded a lot of things. Like back in the day, we had like these ghetto ass scrubs. They weren't even embroidered. It was like gray and like navy blue. The scrubs were just ugly. I'm not gonna lie. When I went to clinical, I was like, oh my God, our scrubs are so ugly. But now they have new scrubs and they have embroidery and they have like a store where you can purchase merch, and they're upgrading. I guess that's why I wanted to make this video, is to just update what I think about the school. They're stepping up their game. I'm not gonna lie. They're stepping up their game. I think that they are taking people's opinions into consideration, because at the end of the semester, we get a survey and we get to give our feedback on what we thought. And I really do think that they take those surveys into account, because I have seen the changes. Like I said, the webinars, the scrubs and all that stuff. Oh, another thing that I want to say is, when you get to the end of the program, you have to do this thing called a preceptorship, where you do like 120 hours. I personally had no problem. Like, I got my preceptorship. I actually got precepted in the NICU, which is amazing, because that is like very specialized. I had a great experience in the NICU. I had a great experience like with the school, giving them all my paperwork. It was very smooth sailing. I don't want to make anybody jealous, but I had some classmates that did not have the same experience. I had some classmates that till this day, they graduated and they still haven't started their preceptorship hours. And I don't know, like, I'm so happy that that wasn't me, but I have heard of people having issues with that. So I do want to mention that. But like I said, the school is always like having errors, but it seems like they're fixing their errors. I just want to say, I don't know. That's how I feel in my opinion, because I had a really good experience, you know, but I did hear other people having bad experiences with preceptorship. This program is very unique because they have students all over the US. Like, I don't know exactly how many, maybe I'll put it somewhere here, like where they are in the US, but they have students all over the US. So I can imagine it's hard to manage all of these students. They have crazy amounts of students, but I think they're doing a good job. I feel like this school is a good opportunity for someone who wants to get their nursing degree and still has to work and still has to be a parent and has life obligations. So that's how I feel. To let you guys know about graduation. Okay, so that is another thing that pissed me off. Actually, I have a few things. That is another thing that pissed me off, was graduation. So when I first started the program, they had told me that graduation ceremony was going to be in Utah, which is where their program is located, and that it was going to be a whole ceremony. I didn't mind flying to Utah. I was already planning in my head. I was flying to Utah. COVID hit. We all know what happened. COVID hit and all of the schools stopped doing graduations. Okay, fine. That's fine. But then, you know, things started opening up. Like, schools are now doing graduations. Tell me why it's 2022 and a half and they still have not gotten back to their in-person graduations. Their graduations are still online. So that was a big ass con for me. I was like, I did not work this hard, bust my ass off this long to not have a graduation ceremony. So what ended up happening is I decided to plan a graduation ceremony for my cohort, and my cohort all helped me to organize this ceremony, which I'm actually going to upload a YouTube video about that. I wanted to vlog the whole thing and show you guys how my graduation ceremony went. So look out for that, because I'm gonna upload that pretty soon. Anyways, the point is that the ceremony was organized by the students, and it's been like this for like 2 years already. So I got word that Nightingale is gonna start in-person graduation ceremonies next year, because they did send us an invitation for a ceremony August 2023, but I ain't gonna be worried about graduation in a year from now. I'm gonna be a whole ass nurse. I'm not worried about it, so it is what it is. But I do want to say that for the people that are starting, most likely I think you'll have an in-person graduation ceremony. I hope so. I really hope so, because we all deserve it. But for me, in my case, our class organized it ourselves, and it actually came out amazing. So I'm not even upset about it. Like, I had an amazing graduation ceremony. If you guys want to watch it, it's gonna be on YouTube, so you guys can watch it if you want. Anyways, so yeah, I'm just gonna end it with that. So the two things that pissed me off about the school was, number one, they failed me over something so stupid and then changed the rules. Number two, I did not get a proper graduation ceremony from the school, but we were able to plan our own and it came out amazing. And besides that, I don't have any other complaints. To be honest, I had a great experience. I'm happy that I'm done. I'm happy that I got my degree. I do plan on pursuing even higher education. So I'm pretty satisfied. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to message me. You can comment in this video below, or you can send me a message, a DM at my Instagram. All right, guys, I love you guys so much. God bless you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.